Well, I got a guy from Marketplace coming by to buy a transmission out of scrap truck. Two-wheel drive, 47RH, the 3-prong manual valve body. So let's get the old gate open up. This thing's heavy and it's had its socks rocked a couple of times. So you gotta pin it and strap it down or else it tries to run away. Some of this stuff around been hunkered down in the shop. 3, 2, 1. Bam. Starting to get the old dump run of trash loaded up. Probably get some baling wire to keep that torque converter from jumping scene. But appeared to be a rebuilt rig. It has shifted pretty solid. Just a little bit I drove the truck, but it ran itself into something and died, so I'm sure it works. So just even having a dump trailer down here and one tractor, people always ask questions. Well, on 2 swept lines and 2 second gens ripped apart. Try to keep all that under wraps. Unless the person's really cool, then I'll show them around, but not that often. Just grab this thing, and this old boy was supposed to be here yesterday and ghosted me. I thought he was done. One of my buddies wanted this trans, and then this guy called back. So he said he would be here 11:45, and it's 11:45 right now. You know, hopefully I could just set this whole pallet in the back of his setup. Well, that old boy didn't want to be on film, so I didn't film any of that, which we can get along with. But he didn't talk me down on the price at all, and he bought a couple extra parts to help his swap go a little bit easier. Got some broken tie downs from a different mission. Whew, it's cold up here. Sun's starting to go down, but we're gonna roll that money that we just got. All right, we're gonna swing up to my dad's house. We're gonna grab him and his pup Emma, and then we're gonna head down the road, and hopefully this piece of equipment that we're gonna go put our eyes on, check some boxes. I am prepared to bring it home tonight. Got the tray more and some paper to exchange.
I ain't never felt a kind of love like this before. You took all the worries from my mind. Darling, please forgive me if I stay.
Hey, I'll be around the corner. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice meeting you. Huh? It's been attempted. It's cracked now. Pretty touchy. Pretty touchy. No. That one's loose, look right there. Well, it's a badass rig. We got a bushing blown out or something right here. That cylinder end shot. This one's a little loose. That feels tight down there. Just that one. Maybe it's hard to get to. Not really. That's a brake pedal. It's got a, sounds like a pretty healthy Yanmar. This thing, it's got the air tank for air brakes. That thing rotted out. It's so ironic that literally across the street from here I bought that New Yorker, that rotted out freaking truck. And then there's this. What are the odds? I even told the old boy about it. Pretty cool though. to get an air take or weld that one back up or something. It's got surface rust all over it. Differential's off of a pickup truck. Not really sure. Came from Oregon. Poor thing. So, who knows where it came from, but it's been painted. Where'd this originally come from?
I bought it from a guy who lived in Idaho.
Okay. He bought it new?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It may have came across the border out of Canada.
That's what I was kind of thinking. Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah. Well, overall for the price, can't really. I saw you do it. That was a pretty good one.
You didn't really get to see the whole thing because the trailer.
Well, let's see another one. I'll walk around. Don't fall. There you go. Don't have my remote control. Try putting the bucket down and see where it lands. You can go back a little bit. Easy does it. Well, aside from it being a Canada machine, pretty happy. Well, all in, it's a pretty sweet rig. Clark Industries, I've never heard of it, but you can tell, homeboy, I mean, he painted the bucket. The bucket's whatever. I don't know, maybe somebody on here's got one of these and or knows about this pin grabber style deal for the quick disconnect, because it's got a hydraulic quick disconnect. We'd like to put a skid steer plate on there. It doesn't look like it'd be worth cutting. Oh, it's only like a 3/4 plate right there. But yeah, that's just a hook system right there, and the pin pops out on the bottom. A little bit different than a skid steer deal, but this bushing's pretty bad, but you can see it's all painted over. But you know, it needs to be blasted. Look at that, half of it's gone. Oh, look at that. Don't look at that 2-beat. I don't know if that's just the paint bubbling up or took a layer of steel. Needs to be blasted. That bushing shot. Put some anti-corrosion, anti-rust spray over the whole rig. Little details, fitment situations, that stuff's hitting there. Air tank's got air brake, full disc deal. It needs to be replaced. It's got a big old air leak in the tank. Center section could have been greased, but it's not terrible. Just wish it didn't have some of this rust. But for the price, this thing was cheaper than the Kubota, which everybody goes, man, that was cheap. And it's 78 horsepower. Turbo diesel Yanmar. Let me pop these front binders and then I'll tilt you back. I definitely don't want to... Oh, the parking brake cable. That needs to be dealt with. It says the heater works. Is key on?
He's on.
Whatever that's about.
Oh, that's a electric heater.
Oh, Christ.
It's not even plumbed, is it? Electric.
Well, it's got the AC box down here. I don't know if that's if it's got heat. I don't know. Didn't honestly look at the engine enough to find out. Bleed that air pressure up. Anyway, I'm gonna pop these binders off and tilt her down. Get a photo. Lower it down. Well, we're gonna watch Haas drive this thing around for a little bit. He's the same elevation as my house. All my snow's all gone. Just a different atmosphere over here. Climate, I guess. He gets a lot of condensation over here. His tent building's always condensating. I think it's pretty good size, really. I don't know. It says, I'll have to look at this sticker on it. The old boy said it weighed 7,800. It felt like towing a pickup, maybe just a touch more. 5,500s, they don't really. Unless it's over like 10 to 15,000, you kind of, the brakes are pretty solid on those. Yeah, look at it compared to a Prime Tech. Hit it. Nice. Not bad.
I bet you somebody replaced the hour.
I don't think so. It starts nice. Crank it up. Shut it off and crank it up.
What?
Start it again.
You don't have to have any safety thing on there.
That starts really good.
Yeah.
For it's zero emission mechanical injection pump. Let me drive it around a little bit. Certainly be nice if it was hydrostat, but that's pretty cool. I think it does more than level. It goes a little bit dumps. Well, kind of fun to drive. Yeah. Just start dinking around with it and get everything. Oh yeah, the brake lights worked?
The one side over there did. I couldn't see this side.
That's pretty sporty. Huh. Well, pretty cool machine. I don't really have too much more to say about it. Definitely need some TLC, but the price allowed that just a little bit. Plus we talked him down. Didn't have to go into my money that I got from Homeboy earlier. So we need to come up with a skid steer quick attach plate to it. I don't think that would hurt us if it was on there. That way you can just use or move. That's probably the biggest thing, is you can move skid steer attachments with it if you had the plate. That would be a win. Plus forks and everything are readily available for skid steer attachments. So maybe somebody in the comments knows something about this. But fix air leak, relocate some lines, some pushings, get some pushings for it. That one unfortunately wore itself in there pretty good. Looks like we got a bunch of diesel. That tank's kind of full. Investigate what's going on here with this, why that's maybe cracked or that's just paint. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I don't know why that's all the way over there. But I don't know why it hasn't worn through it.
Yeah, it must be some thick stuff. Probably as soon as you do anything with it, it'll... Anyway, if you guys got some input on this brand of machine, probably need to get some stuff to spray on it. Leave it here with Haas for a couple days and you can study it, figure out what it needs, and then bring it down to the shop. I'll start diving into it next week when it's snowing. But that's all we got for today. Thanks for watching. Curious to read your comments. See you guys on the next one. Later.